Hello, welcome to the TryLine podcast. I'm your host, Bo. This is my co-host, the people's host, Danny. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. Good to be back.
It is good to be back. We've enjoyed a little break, I think 3 weeks, about a month.
Yeah.
It's been good. The off-season's crap. I hate it. I can't stand it. Play footy 11 months a year, and then we'll have Christmas and get straight back into it again, I think.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Take that up with, who's the CEO?
Volandis? Abdo, maybe?
We'll get them both in a meeting.
Get them both in.
Yeah,
I'll tell you who you need to get into a meeting.
Who?
Whoever's offering some of your players contracts, mate.
Wow, yeah.
That has been ridiculous.
Yeah, Parramatta. Who's in the Parramatta board offering these contracts to some of the players or offers?
What was the reported offer for Reid Marnie?
Was it $450 for three? Yeah, unbelievable.
That blows my mind. Anyway, today's show, it's going to be an interesting one. We're going to try and find a captain for every single side. Now, there's some transition period for some of the sides in the NRL right now, so we're going to find a captain for every team. Some teams will be the same, but we're going to run through from top to bottom, starting with the Brisbane Broncos, which is an interesting one. They got some good names coming in. Denny, have you got a captain over there?
Yeah, okay, look, I do have a captain. I think they'll go with co-captains this year or next season. So I think Adam Reynolds will come in and he'll be co-captain, and I think Pat Carrigan comes back and he slots back into the captaincy role.
Mate, I like that a lot. Now, they put up the other day something about should Adam Reynolds be the captain of the Brisbane Broncos, which I didn't mind. I don't mind that. But I think he's already going to have the weight of that whole side on his shoulders.
Okay.
So, I'm okay with the co-captain. I don't think he should solely be captain. And I really like the idea of throwing in Pat Carrigan. I'm a big fan of the bloke. Yeah. And I know he apparently turned down their initial offer, but I think it was extension. Extension. So if they gave him that and the captaincy, I think it could set this team up for a long time. I think they got to look to the future because Adam Reynolds is only going to be there a couple of years. It might be a couple of good years, but they need to think about rebuilding this club for the next decade, getting it back to the powerhouse that it should be in Brisbane, especially with another team in Queensland coming in. So you're going co-captains, which I like. I'm going to say Pat Carrigan is a solo captain there.
Solo captain. Ooh.
Yes. All right. So what was the captain this year was Alex Glenn, by the way.
He's gone. He's retired.
Yep. Well, all right. We'll go to the Canberra Raiders. The captains in 2021 at the start of the year were Jared Croker and Josh Hodgson.
Yep.
Now, there's reports that Josh Hodgson's on the way out. Jared Croker, underwhelming season to say the least. Probably he's maybe his worst season he's had in a long time.
Yep.
Are you finding new captains or are you staying strong?
I'm finding new captain.
Okay.
Okay, so Jared Croker, he's getting towards the end of his career, and I don't think that he'll have a spot in the top grade. I think they've got better young and upcoming players. Sorry.
Yep.
And I think the captaincy moves on to Jack Whiten.
Oh, I like it. I'm thinking bit left field here. I like Hudson Young.
Hudson
Young, give him some responsibility in that pack. But I really like Jack Whiten. I wasn't even thinking about Jack Whiten. Josh Papali'i, he's obviously another candidate, but I think he said he didn't really want to be captain this year. He doesn't like the extra responsibility. I don't think you I think you look to the future again. I don't like Jared Croker being the captain, even though he's a great leader of that club. I really like them bringing in Adam Elliott. Really, really like Adam Elliott.
He's all right. Yeah, I don't mind him.
I think they got a good pack. I don't think they'll make the 8, but I think they got a good pack. So I'm saying Hudson Young.
Yep. And I've gone Jack Whiten.
Jackie Whiten. That's a good pick. Yeah, mate, you found some good captains early.
Mate, it's what I do.
The Bulldogs need a new captain. Josh Jackson was their captain in 2020, 2021. He's a great leader.
Yeah.
A lot of new players coming in though.
I think he keeps his spot.
Yeah.
There's no way he's not captain of that club next year, or for the foreseeable future. He's captain there.
I'm a really big fan of Josh Jackson. I love what he brings, leads from the front. I think he stays as the captain of that club.
100%, me too.
Another great leader and one of my personal favourite players, Wade Graham. He was the captain in 2020 and 2021 for a little bit of the year. Then Aaron Woods captain for probably majority in the end.
Yeah, majority.
Yeah. They got some big names coming in as well. The Raiders in Dale Finucane, who's a great leader in himself.
Yeah.
Good friend of ours, Matty Cavallo, and Cam McInnes. All good leaders. Cam McInnes and Dale Finucane, I mean. Any new captain or?
Look, I am going to say...
New coach as well.
Yeah. You know what? I think Wade Graham will keep his captaincy, but and I hope this doesn't happen, if he goes down and he's out for an extended period of time, I think that Dale Finucane will take over. But I think Wade Graham will start the year with the captaincy.
Yeah, I would stay with Wade Graham, and I would get what's the Nine's name again?
Braden.
Jaden. Oh, Blake Brayley. Blake Brayley. I would get him into a leadership group. I think he's got a bright future at that club. Let's go to the Titans. They made the finals for the first time in 5 years this year.
Yep.
That was on the back of Kevin Proctor and Jamal Fogarty as their captains. Jamal Fogarty, no more. Kevin Proctor, I think he's only got a couple of years left. I think they'll look to new captains.
I think they will as well. I'm going to go co-captains again.
Okay.
I think Big Tino Faisal Malawi. I think he is due for a captaincy. I think he's ready for that next step.
Yep.
And I'm going to go Brimson. They said the Titans said they're moving him to 6.
I like that.
Yeah, I do like that as well. And I think that with the 6, they'll give him co-captain with Tino.
I tell you what, if he does play 6, it really helps Queensland, because then he can. The defensively, 6 and centre isn't too much different.
Yeah.
You find the halves defending in the centres a lot anyway, so that really helps us shore up that centre position. I've got one name in mind. That's Tino. He led from the front so many times last year. He's an animal, and you just know with that little bit of extra responsibility, he would just be crazy.
And it seemed with him last year, the more minutes he played, the more impact he had.
And the more he took it personally, I reckon. More it was about him versus the other team. I really like to see that. It'll be exciting to see Jaden Campbell at fullback and Brimson at 6. I think it makes him a lot more dynamic.
Yeah.
I want to see more from David Fifita, not just when he wants to play. I want to see it every week. And I want to, maybe he's got to go find the ball a little bit.
He does.
Yeah.
A lot of time he's out on the wing. Like against the, who was it?
That last play.
Yeah, the last play. Roosters. Was it the Roosters?
Who said that too? I can't remember who said it, but they said, like, someone said, oh, they should have given it to David Fifita.
Yeah.
And the person said, why is he all the way out there?
Yeah, he's on the outside of the centre. So
can't be doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Next one's a slam dunk. Manly Sea Eagles. Daly Cherry Evans.
Yeah, DC.
He's the Queensland captain. He will be the Manly captain.
He will, yes.
Yep.
No doubt.
This is an interesting one. Melbourne Storm, Dale Finucane has left. He was co-captains with Jesse Bromwich. Cameron Smith was captain before that. Do you look somewhere else here? I think Munster may have been in a conversation before his off-field stuff. I think he's got to worry about that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But where are you at with Melbourne?
Look, I'm gonna throw this out there, and you do with it what you will. I think Pappenhausen.
Pappy.
Ryan Pappenhausen captain.
Mate, I'm wearing the shirt. I'm backing you in. I'm going...
Yep. So you
I don't know.
Oh, so you're wearing the shirt, but you don't back him in.
I do back him in. I do back him in. I really like the fact that they picked up Nick Meaney. I think that'll be massive. I think they probably just go with Jesse Bromwich.
You coward.
I'd love to see Pappy get there. Onto the Knights. Mitchy Pearce was their captain. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was the captain in 2020. 2021, Daniel Safidi and Jaden Brayley were the captains.
I'm sure
Are they
Paul
staying
was
with
there
that?
as well, wasn't he?
He might have been in a leadership group. So they had a leadership group of Callum Pronger, Blake Green, Daniel Saifidi, Mitch Barnett, and Jaden Brayley. But the actual captains were Daniel Saifidi and Jaden Brayley.
Okay.
How's Mitch Pearce got left out of that? Oh, well, he had that thing in the preseason last year. I think he was going to get married, and then there was like a cheating thing.
Thing, yeah. And then he stepped down. That's right.
Okay, yeah, well, that makes sense. So, where are you at here?
You know what? I'm gonna keep as is.
As is.
Yeah. So Jaden Brayley and Daniel Saifidi will remain co-captains. There's a little thing about the Knights not giving Ponga captaincy. I think.
Yeah.
That's because I think he might be headed to the Dolphins.
You've got him going to the Dolphins.
Yeah, well, Connor Watson was his best mate. They lived together. He's off to the Roosters, and obviously Ponga and Pearce had a
good relationship.
Yeah, good relationship as well, and he's off to France.
I really like hookers being captains. I don't know why. I just really like it. And if they do have a leadership group, I think you get Dane Gagai in there. He's got a good he's played at successful clubs. He's played at he was in a grand final last year. He's played at the highest level for Queensland and succeeded. I think he knows what it takes to win. I reckon you get him in those conversations. I think.
Captain. We'll talk about captain.
No, but not in the captain, in the leadership kind of group.
All right.
But I would go the same too. Like, they obviously put them two as looking towards the future. Don't change that plan.
Yep.
All right, on to the Warriors. RTS. What a loss for the Warriors for the game.
Yeah.
One of my personal favourite players. He was the captain in 2020, 2021. Where are you at here?
I'm going easy choice for me. Tohu Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Tohu Harris to be captain. It was out of him, or I was thinking Sean Johnson, but I think he's older now. He's getting towards the end, and Tohu Harris is still fairly young.
Yeah, go Tohu Harris. I like that. They need some calm heads around that club. Like we saw last year that they would the game would get away from them, and then they would just be on the blow up. Like, you got players like Matt Lodge. What's the other front row? Adam Fanua-Blake. Yeah, Adam Fanua-Blake. They had Kane Evans. They're all pretty big hotheads. I don't think Sean Johnson needs any extra responsibility at this club.
Yep.
I think he just needs to worry about playing football, because we know what he can do when he does that. Another sad one for me, Michael Morgan. He was the captain in 2020, 2021. Both seasons were hampered with injury. It was really sad to see him go out, especially like at the height of his career as one of the better players in the competition.
Yeah.
So that was sad. Where are we at in 2021? 2022, I mean, and I'm going to throw this out there. Do not mention Jason Tamalolo's name, because I think he's got more things to worry about than leading this club.
Yeah, no. Well, I wasn't going to pick him anyway, even if he wasn't dealing with what he's dealing with. But I'm going to say Valentine Holmes.
Yeah, but see, I reckon they're going to throw Val on the wing, and I'm not going to be a part of a club that runs a winger as captain, not like the Parramatta Eel.
I was going to say Parra did it. Did the Bulldogs do it? Was Hassan captain?
I don't know. No, it was Steve Price was there at the time. He would have been the captain. Anasta was there. They had players.
Sam Perrett might have been a captain.
Oh, Sam Perrett.
Was he captain on the wing?
Yeah, I think he did captain.
I think he was a captain on the wing.
Anyway, it can't be Jordan McLean. It can't be Scott Drinkwater. Definitely can't be Chad Townsend.
Can't be Tommy Dearden.
Can't be Tom Dearden. Dearden.
Chad Townsend, the saviour.
The Messiah.
Yeah. He'll lead you to a grand final, win captain of the year.
Do you go young? I don't know where you're at here. I don't see too many leaders in this club.
Mate, there isn't barely any. Because you got that hooker, Reece Robson.
Well, they're high on Reece Robson too, apparently.
And I think he's absolute trash. I don't rate him at all.
I don't know where you find a captain here.
I think the best bet is Valentine Holmes.
Well, then he's got to play fullback. If he's captain, he's got to play fullback. I don't know if he's much leader material. Oh, I'm really sad. How about we bring in Brandon Smith, early release? That's what I reckon.
And make him captain.
I really hope they have a good year. I don't
think it's going to happen, mate.
If they can just fix their defence, though. Anyway, on to the Eels. Let's talk about that trash fire. Gutho, he was captain in 2020, 2021. His contract is up at the end of this year.
And the next year?
End of next year, yes. How where you at?
Look, I don't really want to talk about how Parramatta have lowballed all their good players. Like, who they... What?
Isaiah Papali'i.
Isaiah Papali'i, they offered... I don't think they offered him... Did they lowball him?
Yeah, so they offered him an upgrade, but it wasn't much.
Yeah.
Just before we get into the captain thing, when I put up about Isaiah Papali'i looking elsewhere, there was a lot of Parramatta fans that felt disrespected by Papali'i because they gave him a shot, and now he's walking out on the club. Are you in that boat? Or?
Nah, I mean... Nah. Like, yeah, we gave him like a shot at first grade. I don't think he owes Parramatta anything, to be honest.
I'm in the same boat. Make your money.
Yeah, like
I think.
Yeah, I think Parramatta took a risk.
What was it? 400k. It might have been something. I can't remember the actual figure. It'll be on the screen. But if you're going to pay the reigning best second rower in the comp you got to go make your money.
Yeah. Well, I think it's crazy because I had a look at some of the contracts for other players and Wonga Blake.
Yeah.
Right. I think he was on what was he on? 600?
Yeah.
600k for Wonga Blake. That's crazy.
Anyway, Gutho retains this captaincy, I think.
Yeah,
he's
Gutho,
he's
for
their
sure.
leader. He's their backbone. And back to the Cowboys, Jason Tamalolo has to be the captain. They've got no one else. They has to be the captain.
Val.
Yeah, I'm going Tamalolo.
Right.
Penrith,
Easy.
they had James Tarmo in 2020, and then it went to Nathan Cleary and Isaiah Yeo. They won the grand final. That's not changing.
Yeah, keep it the same.
Yep.
Easy.
I like this move from the Dragons. They had Cam McInnes, and then they decided to let him go. I did not like that. That was ridiculous. Then Ben Hunt, but they put all their eggs in the Ben Hunt basket. And I said this before the season, that they've come out and they've backed Ben Hunt, and you know what? It's either back him or sack him. And they backed him and they gave him the keys, and he played pretty good footy this year.
No, he was good. He got the call up to Origin, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he
played well in Origin.
He played really well.
So, but I don't see that changing. I thought he was really good, and he's starting to pay back that paycheck that he's earning over there.
Yeah.
Which is huge. But I thought he had a really good year.
Yeah, no, he did. He did. And I think that he's the captain.
I think it'd be good if he could get some help in that side.
I mean, they brought in, a couple of good players. I think Moses Sully he showed glimpses last year or this year. Jaden Sewer, is that Sewer?
I like him.
Francis Molo's decent. Georgie Burgess, Moses Mbai. So not too bad.
Yep.
But we'll see how they go after round 5.
All right, on to the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Their captain, he was a captain in 2020, 2021, and he's been a loyal servant to that club for a long time. Adam Reynolds, he's not going to be there. That is sad. In their leadership group last year was Adam Reynolds, Damien Cook, Cody Walker. Do you see one of them taking over?
Cody Walker.
You reckon Cody Walker?
I think Cody Walker will... Oh, yeah, you know what? Oh, actually, he's a bit of a hothead sometimes. Maybe...
Mark Nichols, captain at one point throughout the year.
No. Oh, was that when they had all the players? Yeah.
They got some leaders at that club. I really like Jai Arrow. He's a good player.
I think...
Latrell Mitchell.
Yeah. What I'm thinking is Cody Walker will move to captain, and then I'm thinking Cam Murray into that leadership group.
So I think Cam Murray is the only choice for captain. I think Cam Murray is a future Australian captain. I really like Cam Murray. So Cam Murray's my pick.
So you think he just skips the leadership group
I
straight
reckon
to captaincy?
he will captain the South Sydney Rabbitohs in 2022, I think.
All right. Cody Walker, Cam Murray, maybe captaincy.
They just stay in the leadership group, mate. Another team that needed a new captain about after, round 3 or something.
Yeah.
The Sydney Roosters, Jake Friend and Boy Corner were their captains. Took them to back-to-back grand finals. They've obviously retired. James Tedesco took over. He's also the New South Wales captain. He will be the captain.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yep.
James Tedesco.
And last but not least, the West Tigers. West's Tigers. I don't know what to say about this club in 2022.
There's not much to say.
Where's their captain?
You know what? I'm going Adam Dewey.
He's pretty much the only one that's safe at the club.
Yeah. Well, it was either him or James Tarmo, and I think we're on the kind of pattern where we're thinking it's more younger players.
It's time to look to the future.
Yep.
They're on the island, off the island with Luke Brooks. They're backing him, and then he's gone the next week. You don't know what's going on there. Adam Dewey's a really good player, but then again, he was a 5'8", and then he was a centre last year. You don't really see your captain moving around that much. Well, their captain does, because they had Moses Mbai as captain 1 year as well, and he moved all around the place. Do you go forward? Any forwards stick out to you?
The only quality forward in this team,
Alex Twal.
is Alex Twal. Yeah.
Alex Twal.
But he's the most consistent forward. He's one of the most consistent.
Can we go
forwards.
co-captains Dewey and Twal?
No, I'm just going Dewey. You can do co-captains Dewey and Twal, but I'm
doing
going Dewey.
I'll go co-captains Alex Dewey and Alex Dewey. Adam Dewey and Alex Twal. Anyway, that's the captains we think for 2022. Is there anyone you want to change? Mostly around South Sydney.
We should make a bet. We should have a bet on this.
I'll put $100 on. Even if it's co-captains doesn't count, I'll put 100 saying that Cam Murray will be the captain. 100 on.
Oh, you know what?
You can throw it to charity even. You don't want to give it to me. You can give it to charity.
Yeah, whatever. $100, all right.
100 on that Cam Murray captains South next
But
year.
if it's co-captains, it's off.
Wait, hang on. You only win if Cody Walker captains. If like Damien Cook comes out captains, that's
Yeah, so I win if Cody Walker's captain.
Right.
You win if Cameron Murray's captain.
Done.
If anyone else captain, it's off. If it's co-captain's off.
All right, done. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to the TryLine podcast. That's it for this week. Let us know what you want to hear more of leading into next season. We'll obviously do a prediction show and whatnot closer to the season. But any parting words there? Marmalade?
No.
Anything? No.
No, nothing.
Thanks, guys.